you could. I'm glad you could read between the lines. But yeah, that's about it. But Anurag,
Yeah, what's up?
how are you? Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I am well too. Thank you.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
that's great. How has your day been, Anurag?
yeah, it's been okay.
All
Yeah.
right, that's great to hear.
How
That's
was your
lovely to
day?
hear. Well, it's just started, so it's just early in the afternoon now.
Yeah,
So
it must be like three something, I guess.
yes, it's exactly 3 right now. So it's been going
Hmm.
well so far. So
hmm.
there's just a lot to come, I think. So Anurag, have you had the chance to go through the session document for today?
Not really.
I'll lay it out for you. It's the topic
Okay.
of the day is paper versus screens. So is this a topic that you want
Paper
to speak
versus
about?
screens.
Yes. So would
Hmm.
you like to talk about it, Anurag?
Yeah, yeah. Let's just rant about it.
All right. So
How's
then
the
my
weather over there, by the way? It must be really
uh,
cold over there.
it's not actually. I mean, it's
Hmm.
gradually increasing, but it's not that hot, honestly. At least not,
I guess
by the
I guess
standards.
summer has been like recently over there, I
Mhm.
guess.
I mean, yes, that's true, but like for for native people, it's really hot. I mean, people
Hmm.
find this weather quite hot because well, it's
What's the
around.
temperature like? 30, 25?
So yeah, it's around 28 to 30. So that's the slab, but locals find that very hot. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
used to it. Come on.
yeah. I mean,
So
for
it's
us,
not.
it's like the winter weather for us in India, like the afternoon
Yes,
weather of the winters.
yes, and it's completely bearable as well. So it's
Hmm.
not that big of a deal for me. So yeah, then
Hmm.
coming back to the topic, Anurag, my
Yeah.
first question then would be: do you think we have significantly shifted from paper to screen in the last decade?
In the last decade, that means from 2013.
2000? Yes, or even further back. Do you think we have
Hmm.
had a shift from paper to screen?
Yeah, it's been a paradigm shift,
Uh-huh.
to
So
be
could you
honest.
lay
Yeah,
out
yeah.
some parameters or some places where it has
Hmm.
actively been replaced?
Hmm. For example,
Oh
magazine
yes.
sales
Oh,
has been like dwindled. It's been
oh
dwindling,
yes.
and
Yes, they have.
even I would say books to
Oh
some
yes,
extent. People,
to some extent.
people like to use
Mhm.
their Kindle a lot, I guess now,
Yes,
and
and additionally newspapers. I mean, newspapers are
yes, newspapers
are
also.
slowly becoming obsolete, but I really wish
Hmm.
they don't. Newspapers and magazines are something that are very close to my heart. So print media is something I don't want to, lose due to this shift. So, but it's happening, and
Hmm.
that's sad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it is.
Anurag,
It is.
Tell me, what's your personal preference then? Would you prefer reading a printed book or would you like to read an ebook?
Hmm. Well, to be honest, it really doesn't make a difference now. I'm like used
Okay.
to both of the media, so
Mhm.
it really doesn't make any difference. But when it comes to reading a PDF book on a mobile phone, uh,
Mhm.
that would be a bit, I would say, a bit tedious or a bit uncomfortable because you have to constantly zoom in and pan the page.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's one. That's an issue.
Yeah, I
Rest,
feel
and
like
I
that
think
as well.
you can read from a book for a longer periods of time as opposed
Hmm.
to reading from a uh, digital device, especially screens. I'm not
Hmm.
talking about e-ink devices. So those
Ah,
are
okay.
specifically made to give a feel of paper. So those won't cause much irritation to the eyes. But yeah,
Hmm.
electronic devices like mobile phones and tablets, if you are like continuously glaring at the screen, the light. Sometimes it irritates your eyes.
Yes, that's true. That's absolutely true. Yeah, I agree with most of that. Tell me then, Anurag, do you write notes whenever you have to take notes? Do you
Mm.
write them on paper or do you type them out?
Mm, I I type them out actually. Yeah. In
Okay,
my
so you
phone,
do.
yeah, I make like now I'm learning many of the English words and
Mm-hmm,
expressions that I encounter either in
mm-hmm,
while reading or while watching anything. So
mm-hmm.
I jot those words, jot them down in my phone,
Mm-hmm.
so that I
All
could
right.
go through it uh,
All
whenever
right.
I need to.
Okay. So then tell me, Anurag, are your handwriting skills better than your typing skills? So you need to tell me in parameters of speed, clarity of thought, and precision. Do you think the handwriting is better than your typing skills, or vice versa?
What are these goddamn questions? And
Okay. Okay.
typing speed and writing and writing.
Yes, I
These
mean,
are
come
some
on.
really interesting questions you're asking. Yeah,
Yes,
my
of course.
typing
I
speed
mean,
is not very good.
mhm.
I would say about 25 to 30 words per minute. And my
Uh-huh.
handwriting is good if I write slowly, but if
Mhm.
I want to write fast, then it goes willy nilly.
Yes, I know that. I mean, I am the same. I can't type fast. I can't write fast. But I
So,
prefer
so
writing.
what is the thing that you can do fast?
Actually, I don't prefer speed in anything, honestly. I like
Can
to
you cook
take,
fast?
hey,
Can you cook fast?
well, I mean, yeah, I don't take a lot of time in cooking. I mean, that's one thing, but
Hmm,
I prefer to take my time with things because I feel like when
hmm.
you give
That's true.
anything,
That's
anything
true.
that you do, if you
True.
do it with,
Hmm,
perfect precision and, enough dedication, I know that takes
hmm.
time. So
It
I feel
really
like,
does. And the
so I feel like
patience
speed just
really pays
corrodes it.
off. The
Yes,
patience
yes,
really pays off.
yes, that's true. So then, tell me, Anurag, we have established the fact that in the last decade, the shift has happened from paper to
Hmm,
screen. Tell
hmm.
me, how has this shift affected you personally? Yes, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, you were
as in
telling
my
me.
profession, so it's my profession is graphic design. So print media has been diminishing quite uh, to an extent these days. So yeah,
Mhm.
the projects related to editorial design and magazine design, these are getting uh, rarer.
That's true. That's true. So you mean to say that your profession has definitely seen the brunt of this shift, or rather the advantages of of the shift,
Mhm,
more evidently than maybe the other
mhm,
sectors. All right.
mhm,
But tell me, can you think of any benefits of using pen and paper while writing, or taking notes, or
mhm.
just jotting things down? Can you think of any benefits of doing that?
Benefits, I would say it's faster as compared
Mm-hmm.
to typing on a mobile device.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit faster process, and it also has uh, that feeling that you get of physically uh, writing on a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling is a bit satisfying, in my opinion.
Yes.
Uh, and so you can access it pretty fast, like just turn the pages
Yeah.
and see the information quickly,
Yes, there is the
as opposed to
factor of
browsing files
accessibility.
on your device.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is a huge disadvantage to that because, well, you
By the way,
can't find it
what
in the
are
right time.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. What
Yeah,
are
you were
those
going to ask me
headphones?
something.
Those look really cool. Those headphones that you're wearing. Yeah,
This?
yeah, yeah, them. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. What are those?
These are boat headphones. I got
Oh,
them from
boat.
India. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I had them for a while, but yeah,
Hmm,
that's how.
okay.
It's been a while, but I bought them from India.
Never saw
So
these
yeah,
ones in boats. That's why I thought must be like Sony or something.
no.
So, how are
Yeah,
you
you.
finding UK so far? How are you finding the British blokes over there?
They're lovely. They're honestly very lovely. I have not met a more humane and a great crowd,
Humane.
honestly, because yes,
Like,
very
what do you
humane,
mean by
very
humane? I mean
cons.
that's
Uh,
a bit a strong word to say. Like what Indians
by
aren't Indians any humane? Like any more human or any equally
okay,
humane?
no, no,
Like,
no. You don't need to take that. You don't need to take personal offense on that. What I mean by humane is the fact that they're more considerate than the people I have
hmm,
met.
more
Okay,
courteous.
so more courteous and more generous and kind in their approach. So
Hmm, hmm.
that's what I like. That's what I meant by humane, at least. So yeah, I
Okay.
feel like the populace here is really, they're grounded. They interact with you well, but they keep
Hmm.
their distance, and that's wonderful as well.
Hmm. Well, I think Indians also interact very well with others. But yeah,
I
I we
you
have
I mean,
we
you
have
and I have had a bit of a different,
yeah, I can
experience
understand.
before.
Uh,
So yeah,
yeah,
I'm just,
these few years, I
I'm
mean, with the government and all the stuff that's going on in our country, I mean, there's a bit of communal thing going on, if you will.
I'm glad you could read between the lines, but yeah, that's about it. But it extends to more than that. That would be one of the aspects, but
Hmm,
there's a lot attached to it. Let's just say that. Let's just leave
hmm,
it at
hmm.
that. Okay, then,
True, right.
Anurag, I'll ask you one last question regarding the topic. Tell me, do you think children should learn writing or typing first?
This is an interesting one.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, in the Western countries, at least, like everyone are taught on tabs and iPads, and so
Yeah, partially so. I
and
mean, that's
also,
one of the skills, not
hmm,
predominantly so. But
hmm.
tell me, what's your opinion?
I mean, I think if teaching both of the things simultaneously, I think that would be a good idea because you need to
Hmm.
know how to writing. I mean, that's the sine qua non.
Yes, that's true. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. There used to be a course specifically as an elective course earlier. I think it's around, in the 2000s, it was very prominent. It was called type casing. So
Typecasing.
yes, so what happened was when there wasn't a huge culture of computers and laptops, people used to learn to type faster on a typewriter.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's becoming obsolete
Yeah,
these
even
days.
nowadays, I mean, for government, for Indian government exams where they require typing, there are
Mhm.
these classes that teach you on typewriter even now.
Yes, and that's actually a very good skill because typewriters are, at least the typing now is predominantly based on typewriters. So I like the vintage
Hmm.
touch to it. Honestly, that's one thing that I like about it. So I felt like maybe that should have, been included in my curriculum as well. So
And
sadly, it wasn't the case.
especially that the sounds that the typewriter makes,
The
ticky
the
ticky like,
clicking sound, yes, the clicking
and
sound.
then
I like
uh,
that. So
yeah.
yeah, that brings me to the end of the questions for the topic. So I'm pretty sure if you go through the session document again, you'll see some vocabulary for the day, and these are rather basic, prosaic words. But if you want to go through that, I wouldn't stop you. So then, Anurag, I'll quickly give you my feedback, and in case you will have any questions or any doubts, you can ask me after that. So Anurag,
Hmm.
like I told you last time as well, I feel like you're a great speaker. You've evolved well. You use complex words in sentences, and you use them in the correct manner. That's wonderful. You don't make any grammatical errors, so that is a huge plus point. You have definitely left the beginner level. I think you're definitely advancing towards the end of intermediate level. So
Hmm.
we can say that you have begun your journey as an advanced speaker. So
Okay.
that's a great thing. However, I want to point out just one thing, and that is your length of pauses in between. So I understand
Hmm.
that might, arise on the
That's
fact that,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
you
because
don't
it's
formulate
not
the words
very,
quickly.
it's not, yeah, I don't speak often in English, and it doesn't come to me very effortlessly as it would
Mm-hmm.
if it would have been my mother tongue. I
Hmm.
need to really put uh, some pressure on my brain to really
It's
formulate the words
it
and sentences. So
it
that's
doesn't have
where
to
the
be like
pause
that.
comes in, I guess.
Mm. But I don't feel like that's, you should really pressurize yourself in
No,
that
I mean,
way. You could do
I
it.
don't stress out at all,
Mhm.
but it's just that I have to actively, consciously uh, work up my brain. Not in a
Yes, I
stressful way,
understand.
though. Not in a stressful way. Yeah.
I think what you can do about it is either speak to others in English, try to switch to English as much as you can while you're speaking with others, or
Mm,
either you could, start recording yourself speaking about anything. Okay, maybe for just 30 to
mm.
15 seconds. All right, just do that, and
I mean,
then evaluate yourself.